Hello everyone, this is Captain Dayla and welcome to the video. Today I will be explaining how to shiny hunt in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are a shiny hunter's paradise, as shiny hunting in these games is super duper easy. So in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, the main method to catch shiny Pokemon is that there is a catch combo system. So if you catch 30 or more of the same Pokemon, it will increase your chances of finding a shiny. There are a few things that you need to know before you start chain catching for Pokemon in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So there are a few things that do not break your chain, and they are: if you run away from the Pokemon yourself, that doesn't break the chain. Putting your Switch in sleep mode if you do any type of anything from the story, so if you do any trainer battles, or if you leave the route, that doesn't affect the chain either. You can heal your Pokemon, go to the Pokemart, things like that. The only thing that will break your chain is if the Pokemon runs away from you. So in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, if you take too long catching the Pokemon, they will run away from you, and that will break your chain. Another thing that can break your chain is if you catch a different species of Pokemon. So for example, if you are combo catching a Pidgey to get a shiny Pidgey, if you catch a Weedle in the middle of your chain, that will break it. And also which will break the chain is if you turn the game off completely. That will break the chain as well. When you're chain catching a Pokemon in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they've introduced a new item. It's called a lure. So what the lure does is it attracts wild Pokemon and makes more Pokemon appear. So if you're trying to catch a Pidgey to get your chain combo up, you can use a lure and that will make more Pokemon appear. So more Pidgeys are likely to appear. Using a lure while chain catching Pokemon does affect your shiny chances. So between 0 and 10 combo, it is 1 in 2048. Between a 11 and 20 combo, it's 1 in 819. Between a 21 and 30 combo, it's 1 in 455. And for a 31 plus combo, it's 1 in 315. The odds of chain catching a Pokemon without a lure is between 0 and 10. It is 1 in 4096. Between 11 and 20 combo, it's 1 in 1024. Between a 21 and 30 combo, it is 1 in 512. And 31 plus combo, it's 1 in 341. Now, after all of that, you can increase your chances of finding a shiny Pokemon even more by obtaining the shiny charm. So without combo catching, the odds are increased. So it is 1 in 2073. That is with the shiny charm. So to get the shiny charm, you do need to complete the Pokedex. It doesn't include, you don't need to have Mew, but you need to have the legendary birds and Mewtwo. Also, in my experience of playing the game, I have had a catch combo of 30 Charmanders, trying to get a shiny Charmander, and I've had other Pokemon that will appear shiny. So I don't know how true this is, but in my personal experience, I think the shiny odds does affect all Pokemon on the route and not just the Pokemon that you're hunting. Another really good feature in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is that the Pokemon appear in the overworld. And shiny Pokemon also appear in the overworld, so they are much easier to spot. When shiny Pokemon appear in the overworld, they will have a sparkle around them, and if they are very hard to tell between a shiny and non-shiny, for example Pikachu, Pikachu is quite hard to tell if it is shiny because the shiny Pikachu is a very slightly darker colour. So the sparkles that appear around a shiny Pokemon in the overworld is a very good touch because it makes it more obvious that it is a shiny. Also, in my experience of playing the game, I have had a catch combo of 30 Charmanders, trying to get a shiny Charmander, and I've had other Pokemon that will appear shiny. So I don't know how true this is, but in my personal experience, I think the shiny odds does affect all Pokemon on the route and not just the Pokemon that you're hunting. But if you do want to shiny hunt your starter Pokemon, I'm sorry to say, but that is shiny locked. So the Pikachu and the Eevee that you do get from Professor Oak right at the beginning of the game, you cannot shiny hunt because they are shiny locked. Also, the shiny Pokemon do appear when you get them to follow you. So in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, another really good feature that they have brought back is the following mechanic. So you can get your Pokemon to follow you. And if you have caught a shiny Pokemon, that Pokemon will appear shiny while it's following you. If you have a shiny Arcanine or a shiny Pokemon that you can ride on that Pokemon as a shiny, which I think is a really cool feature. So if you have a shiny Charizard, which is black, you can fly around on a black Charizard. But you can shiny hunt any of the legendaries, so if you did want Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno or Mewtwo as a shiny, you can shiny hunt them by doing the factory soft reset method. So basically you enter the battle, and if the Pokemon is not shiny, you turn your game off and then turn it back on again. And you repeat this process until you get the shiny Pokemon. So for example, some people have been shiny hunting Mewtwo. They have done over 2,000 soft resets because it will be at full odds. So if you're trying to shiny hunt Mewtwo before you get the shiny charm, obviously that is 1 in 4,096. If you're doing it with the shiny charm, then obviously the odds are increased as well. So to do the soft reset method, it is a bit long-winded on the Nintendo Switch. So what you have to do is you have to press your home button, then close the game down, and then restart the game again. Unfortunately, it's not like the other previous games where there is a hard soft reset method where if you press a few buttons at the same time, it will not close the game down, but it will reset it. But with the Nintendo Switch, you have to physically close the game down from the Nintendo Switch menu. But I will be advised, if you are going after a shiny Mewtwo or shiny legendary bird, then please be prepared. Mewtwo cannot run away from battle in my experience, neither can the legendary birds, but they are extremely hard to catch. So make sure that you do have enough Pokeballs, Ultra Balls, Great Balls. If you still have your Master Ball and you do want a shiny Mewtwo, use your Master Ball straight away. That's my best advice because the Master Ball does not fail to catch him. If you want to save your Master Ball, then make sure you do have enough Pokeballs, enough berries as well. So to increase your chances of actually catching the Pokemon that you want to catch, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee have introduced berries. Now, berries were introduced in previous generations of Pokemon, but in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, they have a new purpose. They will help you catch the wild Pokemon that you're trying to catch. So, for example, raspberries, they will make the Pokemon slightly easier to catch. You do get, if you get a gold raspberry, that will make it far more easier. So I would advise using these types of berries on the legendary Pokemon that you want to catch, or any hard to catch shiny Pokemon that you want to go after. For example, Chansey is quite hard to catch, so if you find a shiny Chansey, then definitely use as many of these raspberries and berries as you can to increase your chances of actually catching it. You will also find that if you do catch enough of the same species of Pokemon, they become easier to catch. So, for example, if you catch over 300 Chanseys, then they will become a lot easier to catch. Chansey has a red ring around it when you first encounter it. That means it is very hard to catch. If you catch enough of them, if you catch over, I think it's 300 Chanseys, then the ring will turn green and you can just use Pokeballs on it. It's the same with all the other Pokemon as well. For example, I was chain catching a Cubone, and Cubone has a yellow/orange ring around it. I caught over 400 Cubone, and then that ring became green and I could just use Pokeballs instead of using Ultra Balls or Great Balls. If you are shiny hunting in a cave, then there is another method that you can do. If you activate your lure and you have a catch combo of 30 or over, if you stand by a ladder, you can go up and down the ladder to reset the Pokemon that spawn in that area. So, for example, when I was trying to shiny hunt a Cubone, I would stand near a ladder. I would go up and down the ladder until a shiny Cubone appears. Now, you have to be very careful when you do use this method, because there has been a couple of people that have missed their shinies because they've gone up the ladder and the shiny Pokemon has appeared as they've gone up it and they've lost the shiny. So I would always advise to, when you do this method, is to stand in the room for a good couple of seconds, make sure that none of the Pokemon that spawn are not shiny, and then go up the ladder. Give the game enough chance and time to spawn the Pokemon in the room that you're trying to catch. So, for example, when I was doing Cubone, I had about 3 or 4 Cubone appear. I made sure that no other Cubone were appearing before I went up the ladder, and then when I went back down again, it reset and then more Cubone appeared. When you're using a lure in some grass, the lure will run out the more that you walk. So it's a bit like a rappel in the old games. So when you used a rappel in the previous generation of Pokemon games, it will go on the number of steps that you're walking. So it will run out within, for example, 500 steps. It's the same with the lure as well. So you, what most people do when they're shiny hunting in a patch of grass, they make sure that they stand in a patch of grass that they can see a large portion of it, and they just literally make sure that they've got their catch combo up to 30 plus, put their lure on, and then just stand there and let the Pokemon spawn and despawn naturally. Another way of doing it is going off the route and then coming back into the route. That will reset the Pokemon that do spawn, but it does use up your lures. So make sure you've got enough of these lures, so if you do use that method, you can constantly have a lure on. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and if you did want me to do one of these videos about Pokemon Sword and Shield, just leave a comment and I will explain some of the shiny methods that you can do in Sword and Shield. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope I've made it clear enough and I've explained it clear enough. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!